Hey everybody, Satyrion Leafspar here. Welcome to Resin Ramble's episode number 5. This is Wine and Dollies if you're new to the channel and you've never seen one of my episodes before. So if you're new to Wine and Dollies, this is kind of like an updates where you can kind of follow what I've done in the hobby, what's coming up in the hobby, up in the channel, and what I do with my dolls and these guys here. So I make props for these guys and for your characters. One of the things that I've been working on here lately is the cigarettes. I've found them on a couple of different places and they're a little pricey for what you get. From what I've seen so far, you get, I think, between 3 and 4 of them for between $8, $9, $10, and then you have to pay international shipping and the like. I'm going to try to do better than that. This guy is 66 centimeters or so, give or take. And you can see what he's holding. This is just a standard size cigarette. It's not what would be considered, in my opinion, a king or a 100. And I mean, it fits well in his hands. I think it looks appropriate. I'm going to be tweaking them a little bit. It's a prototype, but I think it looks well. You can stay tuned on my Instagram, which I'll get linked right down there at the bottom, and kind of follow the progress on them. And once they're available, I'll have details on how to buy them if you're interested in them. But that's kind of what I do. It kind of gives you an idea of who I am and what I do in the hobby. Also, I found this, oddly enough, at Joann's. It's a Christmas ornament. The scale's a little weird, but I like it. It's super heavy though. It's solid. I don't want to call it glass. I think it's resin or that plasticky stuff. But it's really, really heavy. I wish I had jointed hands. The only guy that I've got that's got jointed hands, the jointed hands work really, really weird, and they're not grippy enough. I need to wire them. And I really don't feel like putting forth the effort into wiring them right now. So they've not been wired and they've not even been put on him. So, but I think it looks really nice. It's something to kind of keep an eye out if you're looking for cups, coffee cups, any kind of cups. Don't ignore the Christmas ornaments. Other than that, I finally got my, I guess you would call him my Grail doll. The Imple doll Chad layaway paid off. I've been paying on him for months now with Imple doll. So he will be coming home here very, very soon. That's one thing that I can, I guess, give a shout out for Imple doll. They are one of the few companies that I have found that do not have a highly structured layaway. They have a payment that you have to make up front, naturally, down payment, and then just kind of pay as you pay. They really didn't tell me that I had to pay so much at a time and then I had a deadline to have him paid off. So it was really super easy to work with. So I would say for anybody that doesn't have a doll yet, that would like to get a doll, that would like a really nice doll, check out Imple doll. I mean, yeah, they can be, they're not expensive if you compare them to like Ipple House. But if you're okay with layaway and you're okay with waiting and you struggle maybe with saving money, but you're okay with making payments, Imple doll. I love them. You know, I've got the John sculpt in the other room, which is really, really funny if you know anything about me. because that is my name actually. But make payments on them, you know, that way you're not having to like squirrel money away. You can just send them the money as you have it. By the time you have it paid off, it's getting sent to you. But Chad's coming home soon, which will be really, really nice. Should be around November. Then that will have most, if not all of my doll layaways paid off. I'm hoping not to start any more anytime soon and focus on the dolls that I have in the house, which will be, and I'm just going to call them by their sculpt names in case you're interested in looking online to see what I have, which is the Doll Chad, the Doll John, and the Doll Granado Udell, which is here. I'm just going to focus on these guys for now. I don't think I'm going to be purchasing any other dolls for now, unless something that just really, really comes up that I feel needs to come home. Let's hope that doesn't really, really happen. I do have another layaway running right now. It's for a head only from Doll Granado. So that means a body will have to be, you know, gotten at some point, but it's not an urgent thing. I want to get some more props going and have them on my props list, because right now, if you don't know, I make money for the dolls. I can make passports, but I really haven't been advertising them a whole lot. Not, you know, intentionally, I just haven't. Driver's license, social security cards, and realistically that's it. Because the props that I make and the props that I advertise are the props that are perfected and can be replicated. Those are realistically the only ones that I will advertise to sell, or anything that can be replicated over and over and over again that will look exactly the same every time. So if you buy from me in January and then you buy from me in February, you'll get the exact same thing both times, because consistency is a big thing for me. So once the cigarettes fall into the same category, I'll start advertising those. And I've been asked a couple times about an Etsy shop, and I really don't know yet. I do have a full-time job that can easily extend well over 40 hours a week. So I really don't know how I feel about an Etsy shop right now, unless I produce some items, have them available on the Etsy shop, and then whenever they're sold out, they're just sold out, and kind of rinse and repeat that process. I've just really got to talk to somebody who has an Etsy shop, has been running an Etsy shop, and knows how that's going to work for me and how that would affect me and having a full-time job. But that's just another conversation altogether. Talking about Christmas ornaments, I'm going to move this a minute. Found this too, and I thought it was super cute. It's another idea for not necessarily a BJD item, doll item, but could easily be, but it's only going to work for bigger dolls in the 65 to 70 centimeter range. It's definitely not going to work for an MSD. I love finding these little items that aren't meant to be, but would work for. It's just a Starbucks Christmas ornament. And it's that time of year. Someone told me, who gave me the idea about these, and I cannot remember who it was. They were on Instagram and told me to look for them. I cannot remember who it was. And if I remember by the time I post the video, I will actually link their Instagram below so you can follow them, because if I remember correctly, their dioramas were really, really pretty. and very, very well detailed. Talking about focusing on dolls, Bernard here, the Udell, is borrowing lots of clothes. And I've got to get him a stain suit. So if you're not familiar with vinyl dolls, they stain super easy. He's not been sealed since I purchased him and got him out of the box at all. I would like to get him in a stain suit to prevent him from getting stained. So he cannot stay in any dark colored clothing for any length of time at all, in my head, or he'll get stained. So like these pants, which these pants were made by Kohaku Creations on Instagram. Just like this hoodie. This hoodie's being borrowed from another one of my dolls. That's why it doesn't fit very well, because that doll is much, much larger than him in the chest and in the arms. Creek. He can't wear these clothes for very long at a time. More often than not, I'll get him dressed for a video or to take pictures, and then I'll take the clothes immediately off of him, because I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't want to go through the process of cleaning him or removing stains right now. So if he's not in like his white tank top, like what he's on wearing now, or just in like his white boxers, then I keep the clothes off of him. So a stain suit's going to be a big deal for me. I also need to figure out exactly what I can seal him with. I think I'm going to just order a can of MSC, because I've been told it's the safest bet. I don't know how Purity Seal will react with the vinyl. I'm sure it would be fine, but everyone keeps referring me back to MSC when it comes to the vinyl, just because everyone's had a good positive experience with MSC and vinyl, because they would like to get a good seal coat on him before he does get stained, and then to make it easier to clean him. Other than that, other than Etsy, if anyone has any experience with being a person who does crafts and sells them and knows a place that I could not necessarily list my items for sale, but at least list a portfolio of items that I make to refer people to. And I don't know if I want to have a whole website right now. I'm really kind of in between what I want to do with it, because I don't know if I want to go full-time with selling. I make full-time. If someone DMs me on Instagram because they're looking for a prop for photo stories, I'll do what I can to make anything that I can for someone's dolls or their photo stories. But I'm just kind of torn with what I want to do with it. Other than that, photo stories. So I've toyed with the idea of how I'm going to deliver the photo stories and what I'm going to do with the photo stories. The doll that's coming in, which is Chad, has been kind of what has prevented me from making the photo stories so far, because he is the doll that I want to start photo stories with. Just a moment. Because he is kind of the origin point of my story, and I haven't felt like bouncing my story out from another point just to have to go backwards when he gets here, so I've just waited. I think I have figured out exactly how I'm going to do my photo stories now. I've gotten comfortable with a method. I'm just going to have to do the first one, get it uploaded, and see how everyone feels about it as far as how I upload it. I'm not going to talk too much about how I'm going to do it, where I'm going to upload it, and what it's going to be like. I'd rather it just happen and people give me their feedback when it happens. Sorry, I'm kind of like checking the time, seeing how long the video is going. That way it's not a super long video and takes 9 million years to upload. Other than that, for the people that do follow me, or have not followed me, but have subscribed to me on YouTube, I really do appreciate it. I've gotten up to over 80 plus subscribers in a very short period of time on YouTube in the grand scheme of things. And I appreciate each and every one of you, especially those of you that do watch my videos and have helped, you know, my small channel grow in the short period of time that it has. I am trying to get to 100 subscribers so that I can start live streaming mobile, which is the goal, simply because I don't really have the means to live stream on my computer, because that is the limitations that YouTube has set with their new format. So that is the 100 subscriber goal that I'm trying to reach. And the reason that once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to be hosting the 100 subscriber giveaway. Because once I get there, I'm going to start doing probably a lot more with my YouTube channel, because I'll be able to. My capabilities and limitations of a lot of things should open up because of the format that YouTube has changed for a lot of new YouTubers that started after a certain date. I don't know why they did it. Anyways, so once I hit 100 subscribers, I will schedule a live stream a couple of days after that point that will have all of the details about how I'm going to do it. It's going to be very well advertised. There's going to be a lot of information. It's not going to be a surprise. It's not going to be spontaneous. So everyone that wants to participate will be able to participate. So no one will be left out. I'm not going to do that by any stretch of the imagination. So when that time comes, it'll be on my Instagram. That's probably the biggest place that will be advertised. So all of that information, you can find the link to my Instagram. It'll be down here like I always do. It'll also be down below in the description box of the video. And if you even go to the main page of my channel, directly above the people that inspire me bar that's found on the right hand side of my channel page, there's a link up to my Instagram where you'll find all the information about the giveaway once I hit the 100 subscriber mark. It's just something I want to do, to thank all the people that have subscribed to my channel and help it grow to this point. I don't realistically know of anything else that I need to ramble on about at this point, other than I just appreciate all of you that have come to the channel, have subscribed. If you know anyone else that would like the content that I have started putting out, I'm hoping to start putting it out a little more frequently than I have in the past. Hopefully at least a video a week is my goal. Bare minimum once every 2 weeks. That's the goal, at least. Let me know down below if there's any BJD tags that I haven't found yet or haven't done yet that you would like to see me do. I'd be more than happy to look into them, especially if they have the questions attached. And I'll just get all the information together and work through them. I actually enjoy doing the tags the most, because then I don't have to look for content or try to find content to do. It kind of gives me a format to work towards. But I hope all of you have a great rest of the night. And remember, love yourself, love each other, love your dolls, and just have a good night. Bye.